Mike Fallon joins here, an 85-51 win. How about the first and the third? Because that's where you ran out ahead, strong to start both halves. 46-19 was the difference in those quarters. Was that what did it for you guys today?
Yeah, and we had talked. We came out in the first quarter, and we talk about paint touches all the time. We got the ball in the paint and scored. Second quarter, we were like, 0 for 7 from 3. We just kept shooting shots instead of taking it to the rim. And then third quarter, as what we talked about at halftime, we emphasized, got to get the ball in the paint. Now we got Plot in the middle, which makes it another, weapon that we got in there and stuff. So, give our kids a lot of credit. We made an adjustment on the press a little bit. We've seen 9,000 different variations on how to break the press. So, every game's been good because it's been a learning experience.
12 different guys scored tonight. You got double figures from 4 guys. This is a team that's really unselfish with the basketball. When you got guys that could be on a lot of other teams, 25, 30-point scores on a regular basis, what is it that makes this group so unselfish?
They like each other. And we posted a thing from Twitter today where it said, I think it was Jason Tatum had put, it's better to be part of a winning team and, not worry about your stats, and be a part of that, than it is to be on a losing team putting up a ton of points and stuff like that. And our kids buy in. They know there's a big picture. I mean, you're right. We have guys that could put up 30 in a night if they wanted to. They could put up 35. Our kids, some of the teams we played had 2 kids that taking over 30 shots in one game against us. But we've got 4 kids averaging around 13, 14 points a game.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can. I mean, it makes it tough to defend this, and those guys know. You hear it all the time. If they eat, we eat.
You mentioned this too, that you have that other weapon with Nathan Plotner. That's been a little bit different than what you've been the last several years, having that post presence.
Yeah.
How intentional do you have to be to work the ball inside? And has that been a challenge this year at times?
Not really. There at times at the beginning, but it seems like the last 4 or 5 games we really started to figure that part out. The kids understand. At times we got to find him. We've got to, when threes aren't going in and that kind of stuff. And then when we are knocking down the threes, that opens up the paint big time for him. He's able to go one-on-one and stuff. And Plotton does a great job of passing out of the paint, which makes it even better.
The guy standing next to you, Alec Marshall, came in and contributed some pretty big minutes off the bench. He scored 2 points tonight, but the intangibles, what does he bring to this team when he comes in?
And Alex sit there, he's not played sometimes all the time and everything, but he's never came in to practice and pouted. He's never been upset, never kind of, he always keeps digging and grinding and everything. And I told him the biggest thing with him, the coolest part of that was when he scored, 16 guys went running out to him, and that says a lot about him as a kid. How many kids is that going to happen for? And I'm proud of him. I love him to death. He works hard every day at practice and everything. And he's just one of those kids that just gives you everything.
Really important win for you tonight. You sweep the regular season series against PHS, but what that does for you is it adds wins to your bucket when you look at the section.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. We always talk about the rivalry and stuff, but getting the regional win, we got one with Cabell the other night. We said we had to go 2-0. In the region this week to be where we want to be, and we got 2 good road wins because it is tough to play on the road. It's hard. It's hard to come in here. It's loud. It's crazy. The kids are on top. I thought it was pretty cool. They had a blackout. We'll wear black uniforms, so I'm glad they did that for us tonight.
Yeah, they didn't really think that through, did they?
It was pretty impressive. I appreciate them doing that, so that was pretty good.
Maybe they were rooting for your team rather than their own.
Deep down, I think they did. They know it's about Parkersburg.
I think so. Right. I think so as well. You got a challenging week ahead because you played Thursday, you played tonight, and then you're going to go right back on the road twice. Lindsley and University Monday and Tuesday. You're able to take some miles off some of these legs tonight. How crucial was that?
Yeah, that was good to be able to rest those guys in the fourth quarter and stuff. And even as Austin, he only played the first quarter, sit out the second and stuff. Yeah. So we're able to save some legs. And we pulled Cy out. Cy got to sit some tonight. And Lindsley's going to be tough. They've got kids from all over the United States. They got kids from 3 or 4 different foreign countries. So,
right.
It's going to be a tough game going up there. And you play in that gym, it's like an airport hangar. Have to go up there and play. And University, how tough it is to play at University. And they had a tough time. Them and Morgan, took Morgantown, about 3.5 quarters before Morgantown could pull away from them. So we got to be ready to play everywhere we go.
A tough week ahead. Well, congratulations and thanks for joining us tonight. Michaelin was in the building tonight.
I did. I sent that YouTube thing to her today where we told her, because she didn't believe me that we went back on the radio and said something. She got mad and turned the radio off.
She turned it off.
So,
my goodness.
I said, you can't do that. You got to bide the time out. You can't.
You got to listen to Eric Little all the way through. I mean,
it's like a close game, down 5 with 30 seconds. Can't turn TV off. There's plenty of time left to come back and win that thing.
Plenty of time to get something going here. But again, she's in the building tonight. Usually I'm the one that brings that up, but if you don't, but again, she's been in the building most nights.
That's right. She had. You can hear her a couple times. She might yell at the officials more than I do. I think sometimes.
I hear some of them refer to the official by name. It might have been her. I don't know.
A couple times maybe.
Who else needs a hello?
My parents are listening back home. Ann's mom and dad are listening back home. I know Coach Marshall's listening. He had a pretty long week down at in Charleston and stuff, and got a new job. I'm very proud of him, very well deserving and stuff. Definitely earned that, and big things ahead for him. And
I believe so as well.
So, Mad Max was telling me today he listens to every game. I don't know if he was here tonight. He said he listens to every game on the road. Appreciate him. Got to talk to him a little bit after our shoot around this morning. It's pretty awesome, and knowing he's a part of our school and stuff, and he's always asking about the kids and everything. So, unbelievable great guy.
Vital part of the fabric of the school, and he's invested in the young people.
Yes, he is.
In the Southside community. Mike Fallon, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and put Alec Marshall on here. He's been standing there in his sopping wet uniform here, ready to get on the radio. Alec Marshall, 2 big ones for you tonight. Right place, right time for you. Cole hits the 2 free throws, gets the steal, feeds it to you, then what?
I kind of just caught the ball into the basket, and I was like, well, might as well shoot it. And it went in.
Time running down, just enough time to knock it down. You played a lot tonight, and the scorebook is not going to tell the true story of your full contribution tonight. When you come off this bench, what are you most looking to do for this team? What's the biggest thing you're looking to add?
I really try to bring a lot of energy to the team, and I try to play a lot of defense. Offense will come when we play defense, and that's why we press. When we press, we get a lot of turnovers and turn to easy layups, and that's why we're so good.
You're a senior. You'd probably like to have more playing time than you get, but what allows you to accept the role that you've been given on this team?
Yeah, you're right. I would like to have a little bit more playing time, but it just comes with the game. We all know our roles. We all buy into them, and that's why we're so successful. We just love playing the game, and we're a great group of guys that love to hang out with each other.
How fun is it to come into an environment like this and play in this environment with everybody screaming and yelling, all the emotions that come along with playing here?
Man, words can't describe it. It's just something else when you get out on that floor. You got a couple hundred fans, maybe a couple thousand. And you're just sitting there on the floor, you just kind of reminisce it a little bit, and you're like, man, that's a lot of people cheering for you.
Cheering for you or against you in this building.
And you're just sitting there on the floor, you just kind of reminisce it a little bit, and you're like, man, that's a lot of people cheering for you.
Cheering for you or against you in this building. You never quite know. Looking ahead, you got a tough week next week. You got Lindsley on Monday, University on Tuesday. What do you got to get done to make both of those wins?
We got to get points in the paint. Coach Fallon preaches that to us every day. Get points in the paint. We got to have good traps up front on our press. And I think we do a great job of getting the ball to the person that's hot at the time. Jackson was hot a couple times tonight. Aiden was. Cyrus was. And we feed it down low to Plot. When we do that, we spread it out. There's no one that can beat us.
This is a program, step around here, let Carrie out of the way here. This is a program that for a long time lived and died from beyond the arc, and now points at the paint. That's a different emphasis for this team. And you're a guy that gets it done inside. How nice is that for you to see that kind of pay off and come to fruition, knowing that that means more for you to do, and that you're going to play a bigger role in this team?
It's really nice. Because when I do my part of getting it in the paint, and I can kick it out to our guys that can shoot, everybody on our team can shoot. Plot doesn't shoot a whole lot, but he can.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that. But it makes my job a lot easier, and then we start kicking them out. Then that makes my job easier because I can just get to the rim and go score.
I know Mom's, I think, filming you here. She's got a camera out.
Yeah, she's trying.
Who needs a shout-out tonight?
I'll shout out to my mom, my dad, our whole team. We can't do it without them. Billy, Coach Fallon, all of them.
Absolutely. Congratulations on another win and a nice night for you, Alec Marshall. Thank you for joining us at postgame.
Thank you for having me.
I should ask you before I let you go. Do you have an Instagram that we need to promote like we did with Steph Meadows News the other night?
not as popular as Seth Meadows News. We always shout out Seth Meadows News on the channel.
Okay, so Seth Meadows News is the one that's going to keep
Seth Meadows
being
News.
the one we promote. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get that to 1,000 followers.
There you go, Parkersburg. There's Southside. There's your goal. 1,000 followers. Tell your friends, Seth Meadows News.
Yes, sir.
Always a team player, Alec Marshall. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.